Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Always a pleasure. We got another reaction request. This one is from my pseudonym and it's called Gregory Porter Liquid Spirit. Another new one. I've never heard of him, never seen this, so it's going to be exciting. So without further ado, from me, from my pseudonym and all of you, let's get off tap. I grew up in the gospel church, and this song, it made me feel like I was at a church service a bit. And it's just because that gospel music, that gospel feel, you know, that's deep inside of me, in my soul. It's at the root and the foundation of my music. You know, I first got started playing the piano in the church, the drums in the church, singing in the church, directing a youth choir. I was doing this from a very young age. So gospel music and the clapping and all that was such a big part of me. So when he was like getting into that liquid spirit and talking about clapping and whatnot, it connected and it felt really good inside, because it reminded me of my roots, my upbringing. And you know, you guys got to remember, you see, as black people, I'm gonna go a little bit deep, but not too deep, but I'm just talking from a historic point of view. Music was the only thing we had. Music was the only thing back in the day when there was the cotton picking slavery days of long ago, when all of that slavery stuff was going on. Music was our best friend, and music helped us get through all of that madness that was going on. You see, as a black people, music was the escape. Music was that thing that no one could take from you. No one could take the music from you. Your vocals, your freaking freedom, the beat, all of that was the thing that was yours, and you could make a joyful sound anytime, usually to the Lord, because that was your escape and that was your ultimate form of release. And one of the cool things about music back in those days was a lot of times all you had was your hands to clap and your feet to stomp. Just like he was saying in the beginning of the song. This is him preaching to us a little historicness about music and the purity of it. Now, don't get me wrong, it ain't limited to black people. There's many cultures and many people who have had music in their history, and it started out with just a voice and just some hand sounds and some freaking feet tapping and whatever else was happening. I also have Native American Indian in me. So Native Americans, you guys know, we do our freaking Indian dances and stuff. And that's also part of the culture. In the Indian dance, you're stomping your feet, you're jumping around, woo, 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 making mouth sounds and clapping and doing all kinds of hey, and all kinds of stuff going on, man. Like, so my point is that when you're breaking down music because you want to get back to the spirit of it, that's where that all comes from, man. That bare essential, that first thing. When I first started making music as a little kid, before I even understood music making, I started making sounds with this and this and this. That's how I was making my drums, my percussions, my freaking organ sounds. Whatever sound I wanted to play was this, and this. That's all. Oh, you know, and when I say this, it wasn't like just only clapping. You get the clap sound, of course, but then you'd be tapping stuff and hitting other things and getting stuff and getting bowls and whatever. You know, that's how, you know, the foundation of music, you know. That's one of the coolest things. You can make music from anything. This was a experience though that transcends only that kind of gospel feel that I'm talking about, but it also, you can feel the fusion of that blues, that jazz, that kind of element also in the song. You've got like gospel, you got blues, you got jazz, you got R&B, you got it all just nicely folded up, executed flawlessly, mind you. I enjoyed the vocals, I enjoyed the energy, I enjoyed the video. Like I said, to me it just resonated, and the first thoughts that came to my head was, man, I've just gone back to a Sunday gospel service, you know what I'm saying? It reminds me of when you were hearing that video there, the lady was like going, ah! She was getting ready to, she was like speaking in tongues a bit. Again, if you've gone to a black gospel service, you know what I'm talking about. The speaking of tongues. People knocking over pews up in there, dude, and I am not exaggerating. When they get the Holy Spirit in them, the pews are going, they're speaking in all kinds of languages, they're clapping, they jumping, they flipping, they doing all kinds of stuff. You have to see it to believe it. Whole nother experience, a whole nother level of freaking like liquid spirit, if you know what I'm saying. But this was a great request. I really enjoyed it. I enjoy when things just bring back something for me, you know, and that feels good inside, and it resonates, and there's a connection, and I love that. That is something really special. I love music so much, and that's another thing. Songs like this brings it back to me and reminds me of why I fell in love with music in the first place. Music's always been a part of me. All right, I love you guys. Thanks for the reaction requests. If you guys want to do one, head over to offtap.live. The queue is just about empty now, so we've managed to get through and caught up, which is pretty dope. There's no wait, so you want a priority, boom, it's happening just like that. So all right, love you guys. Thank you as always. Remember to promote to the fullest. Keep it off tap. I'm out. We gotta get out of here. I'll catch you guys later for another vlog.